everyone, I want to talk about body image. I've purposely not put any makeup on, I've exposed my shoulders, just to kind of be as bare and as frank and open with you as possible while I make this video, because I feel like that might help some of you. I'm usually quite self-conscious of my shoulders because I've got stretch marks on them, but it's just ridiculous. I shouldn't be self-conscious or ashamed of them. There's nothing I can do about it. It's not my fault, and that's just nature. That's just what my body's like, and it's just a petty thing for anyone to not like me over. So I'm just, you know, being as open as possible as I can in this video, and I hope this will hopefully make some of you realise that your flaws shouldn't and insecurities shouldn't be covered up, and there's just nothing wrong with you. It's fine, don't worry about it. But I think showing you what I'm kind of insecure about might help some of you out there just to be a bit more comfortable in your skin, and this is why I'm filming like this. All I have on are earrings and glasses, just so you can feel more comfortable in your skin. And I wanted to start this thing called the Body Proud tag, where you just talk about 10 things that you are proud to have as characteristics from yourself. They can be physical, they can be like mental, as in like your characteristics, like your personality, anything like that. And this is this idea of being content with who you are and becoming comfortable in your own skin and just embracing all of your flaws and insecurities. And this was kindly inspired by one of my best friends who came up with this term, hashtag BODYPROUD. I've done a blog post on this. I will link it here and in the description. I'll be doing a further blog post on celebrating yourself, because that's kind of what I wanted this video to be about, as well as the BODYPROUD tag, which is a tag I'm going to start so you guys can just kind of share positivity and talk about why you love yourself, because I don't think that we love ourselves as much as we could, and that's a shame, really. So that's just what I wanted to kind of talk about. This was also inspired by the Lean Machines, Carly Rowena, Estee Lalonde, Ella Grace Denton, Sprinkle of Glitter, Zoella, Shirley B. Enyang, and if I've forgotten anyone else, I will be doing a blog post where I talk about how they've inspired this video. Oh, Carrie Hope Fletcher as well. Those are the specific people that got inspiration from to make this video, and I've already done a blog post on body image before, and I will link that here. So yes, I'm going to be starting this hashtag BODYPROUD tag, and I hope that you guys will take it on board and share it as well. I just wanted to read you something from a blog post that I'll be writing on this. So I've created the BODYPROUD tag and hope that my video and the blog post will encourage you to use this hashtag and share what you love about yourself, and things that make you hashtag BODYPROUD, whether this be a video response, a blog post, a tweet, a status, anything you want it to be, just as long as you hashtag BODYPROUD. And for those of you that feel like there's nothing to be, you know, proud of yourself, ask your friends, your families, your loved ones, classmates, colleagues, teachers, etc., and I'm sure someone will have something really, really great to say about you. But this is just about celebrating yourself, because I feel like it's so easy for us to just always compare ourselves and always run ourselves down and think about the way we should be instead of what we actually are. So I just wanted to kind of talk about that. I'm going to get onto the tag in a second. You can skip to the tag if you want to, but I just wanted to talk about body confidence. And in my first blog post I did, I talked about being body proud, which is this idea that my best friend Nalini came up with, and this is being completely content and comfortable with your own skin. Back in March, I wrote a blog post about this, saying how I finally felt that way, and I just wanted to read you some excerpts from that. The success of one's health cannot fully be defined by a number on a scale. The scale simply cannot consider all the variables, and more importantly, cannot measure happiness. So when I speak of being body proud, I mean looking in the mirror and realising that there is nothing wrong with the way you look. And I also wanted to just say that body confidence isn't something I particularly struggled with, but it definitely did impact my body language, my mannerisms, and as I said before, being kind of concerned about people seeing my stretch marks is something that really did used to affect me. I've gotten more comfortable with it now, but I can remember in secondary school putting foundation on my shoulders so that no one could see the stretch marks, and then we obviously wore white shirts, so when I took it off you can see like the brown foundation that had transferred onto my shirts. And just thinking of that now, that's just so ridiculous. I mean, it's just unnecessary. There's nothing wrong with them. There's nothing I can particularly do. I've just grown at such a rate that my skin can really keep up with me. I'm quite tall. I've got stretch marks on my shoulders, my arms, my hips, my knees. I mean, you name it. I just can't help some of those things. And I'm not particularly like overweight, and it would be fine if I was. It's just not something I can help, and it's natural, and there's nothing to be ashamed of. So that's kind of just what I wanted to touch on there. But I just wanted to talk about being, you know, more confident in yourself. It's so easy to just, you know, be down on yourself and hate yourself and compare yourself to others, but comparison is the thief of joy, and no one is actually like you. So, you know, it's pointless. It's just a waste of energy for you to do that. And to start appreciating and self-reflecting on yourself and stop comparing, because it's so easy for us to just get lost with these images that we're shown in our society and media, and people forget that there's this thing called image versus reality. The image that you see is not the real thing. The touched up images, the things that you see on billboards and magazines, they've all been retouched. That's not really what those people look like, unless they say it hasn't been retouched, you know. And that's what people always forget. You just take things as they are. You don't question at times, and realize that that's not actually the reality of it. So do bear that in mind, because all those amazing people, like models that you see that seem to fit the mold for the perfect body or the perfect woman or male or whatever it is, they all have insecurities. Just because they don't always talk about them or focus on them doesn't mean that they all don't have insecurities. Everyone has something about themselves they're not completely happy with, and it's really important that you remember that and don't be hard on yourself, because it's so easy to put yourself in this bubble where you think that you are just completely messed up, there's something wrong with you, everyone else is perfect. And it's really dangerous to get into that mindset. We really shouldn't self-loathe or self-hate, and we should really try and spread positivity. And it's so easy for some people to comment on people's weight and say, oh my gosh, they're so skinny, and or they're so large, and you really shouldn't have to. You shouldn't comment at all on those kind of things. It's not your place to say. You have no idea what that person has been through. Just because they look healthy, they might not be healthy. They might look unhealthy to you or seem it, but they might actually be healthy. You don't know, so don't comment. And you should be spreading love. And just because someone is slim, don't give them hate. Just because they may fit society's mold, they don't need that from you. And most of the time, if people do that, it's because they're not confident in themselves, and that's just projecting their unhappiness on someone else. So try not to always take these things personally, and try to ignore them. And the only time to maybe say something is when you need to educate people on things. So I'd say that's the most important thing. And I also just want to touch on, you know, finding value in yourself. This is what I want this Body Proud tag to be about. Realizing that you have value and you have worth, because as soon as people realize that they, not realize even, think or consider the fact that they are worthless or have no value, that is when bad things happen. When other people think that people are worthless or have no value, that is when people get mistreated, and that is really a terrible thing to happen. And it's even worse so for you to do that to yourself. So I really just want you to realize that people do care about you and are concerned about you, and you have value. You add value to this world. You add value to your friend's life, your family's life, your life at work. You have value. You are important. like from the help. You is kind, you is smart, you is important. I really wanted to kind of stress that today. I also wanted to really stress on the point that if you do want to make positive improvements on yourself, remember to do it for yourself and no one else, because at the end of the day you have to please yourself and be selfish and make yourself happy first, because if you aren't, how could you possibly help or benefit other people? So you need to come first. Don't do it for someone else, because you know it's not worth it. You're more important. Do it for yourself. Yourself comes first, so please do remember that. And I just wanted to give you a little bit of background on it. I'll be reading from my laptop because I've got a blog post on this which I will link, and I just wanted to let you know that this is a subject I'm passionate about and feel that needs more attention and discussion. It's something that not only involves physical well-being as well as mental, which is equally as important. And I hope that you can finish reading this post or watching this video feeling that little bit better about yourself, because even though it is called the Body Proud tag, it encompasses everything. So your characteristics, like you might be really smart, so you can be proud of your brain and your mind. So that's just something I wanted to just input here, so you guys understand that it's not just physical. So now I'm going to get on to the Body Proud tag, so hashtag Body Proud. As I said before, can consist of 10 things that you like and want to celebrate about yourself. And I'm going to give you my top 10 things for me being hashtag Body Proud. So I've got everything once again in my little YouTube notebook, and I'm going to make a start. So the first 5 things I'm doing are physical, and then the last 5 are like characteristics, just to give you a bit of both. But you know, you can do a mix of the two or just one or the other, just depends. My first one is my face. I am hashtag Body Proud of my face. So I really like that I have quite an expressive face, and it's something that I've noticed, like being at secondary school, really just entertained my peers, and I just really like the fact that I can be quite expressive with my face. I don't know if I have been on this channel that much, but I mean, I just love that I can be so expressive with my face, and I quite like my face. I mean, I didn't always used to, but I think I've kind of grown into it, and I think as you get older you start appreciating yourself more and you become a bit more comfortable in your skin. So yes, I really like my face. I like that I have like chubby cheeks. Yeah, I feel like I've grown into my face and I kind of like it more. Yes, I really like my nose as well. I don't know why, I just do. And my face is quite expressive, and I know I can like make my friends laugh with it and entertain them, and it's just one of those things that it might be a little bit weird. I mean, I don't think it's particularly like pretty or like I have amazing cheekbones or anything, but yeah, I absolutely really like my face. I think it's quite expressive, and that's what I love about it. Like I can just send my friend like the weirdest selfie and it can like cheer them up, and yeah, I really like that about myself. Another one is the colour of my skin. It's not something I particularly had like issues with or haven't been pleased with, but I mean, as a black female, it's really easy for some of you out there to hate your skin, and I really like my skin. I'm really comfortable in it. As I said, I've never had issues, but it really saddens me to see some people going out of their way to bleach their skin just to meet this ideal of having this fair skin that isn't, you know, what everyone has, and that's okay. Diversity is a good thing. As I say, individuality is one of the best things that we have, and if that ever comes into compromise, that is when we lose the very essence of ourselves. So I think it's really important to just love the skin that you're in, even if that's also the colour. And I reposted this Instagram of this really dark skinned woman, and on her back it said, "Hand wash only, do not bleach." So I just wanted to draw attention to that. And yes, I love my skin colour, and there's no reason why I shouldn't. It's nothing I can change. and there's nothing to hate, and I can't do anything about it. It was kind of, you know, decided at conception. There's nothing I can do about it, and I really like my skin colour. Another weird thing that I like is my head shape. As you can tell, I've like cut my hair, and I'm really quite fortunate about my head shape. Like, I can get away with this haircut, so that makes me really happy. It's a weird one, but yes, I appreciate my skull structure. Another thing I really like are my legs. I used to be quite self-conscious of my thighs, but because I'm really tall, everyone keeps telling me about how amazing my legs are and how I should show them off more. So this kind of year I've got into shorts more, and I really like wearing shorts. I prefer shorts, like in general, to wearing most things. And yeah, it's nice to have my legs out. I mean, they're not perfect, but I mean, yeah, I like my legs. They help me very much on a daily basis. I can walk very fast in them. So yes, I really like my legs. Another thing I really like are my hands. I mean, it's a bit weird, but I have really big hands, like massive hands. But like when I play the piano, it's a bit easier for me, and I feel like I can do so many more things easier with these massive hands that I have. So yes, I love my hands. So that is all for the kind of physical characteristics. Let's go on to the other ones. I like that I'm hardworking. If you ask, hopefully, if you ask my friends, my teachers, my family, they will tell you that I'm hardworking. That's not to say I don't have lazy days and I'm not complacent sometimes, but I like to think that I have a good work ethic, and I really do like, I don't strive for perfection, but you know, I try and achieve it. I like that I'm dorky. Like, I don't know how to explain this. I'm not exactly cool. I'm not cool at all, really. I just like that I can just be weird and dorky and not really care about it. So that brings me on to the third one, which is I don't really care what people think of me. I think it was 2 years ago, my sister actually told me that she really liked the fact that I didn't care about what people thought of me. And this kind of brings me into the dorky thing. Like, I will be dorky and weird because I do not care what people think about me. And at times I do question, like, wow, I was just really weird. But I mean, it's me, and I don't really care at the end of the day. And I feel like that's cool. It's okay to be dorky. You can't always be cool. I don't think I've ever been cool, but yeah, I like my dorkiness. I embrace it. It's now like in my bio for my Twitter, so I'm an absolute dork. I like that I'm ballsy sometimes. Like, sometimes I'll literally be like, how did I even pluck up the courage to do that? I don't know what comes over me sometimes. I just bite the bullet and I do stuff. So yeah. Hello again. Sorry if that changed. My battery overheated and the whole camera turned off. But my final thing is that I like that I'm creative. It's, I guess, one of my like strongest characteristics. And like, academically I can be okay, but like creativity is like something I really like love about myself, and that's just one of the reasons why I really want to be an architect. So I love that I have this drive to just create, and that's what I love about blogging and YouTube, is that I can create like on a quite regular basis and just, you know, enjoy and fall in love with the process and the work that goes into it. So that is all for the BODYPROUD, the hashtag BODYPROUD tag. I really do encourage you to take this on board. Just share this hashtag around and, you know, start spreading positivity and celebrate yourself. Again, do read my blog posts as they go into more detail and they're more coherent and consistent than this video has been. I'm not sure how the final edit of this will be. But yes, I just want to leave you with, you have worth, you have value. Please celebrate and love yourself. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I will see you next time with another video. Bye!